Hello guys, today I will be flying this 747 to airports, but the catch is each airport gets smaller and smaller, going from here at Greater Rockford down to one of the smallest airports in the game. Can I land at all of them, or will I fail? I'm not sure yet. Alright. Let's get started. So here we are at Greater Rockford. This is where we're going to start, but it is not where, well, yeah. So we will be heading to, get ready for this. I have an airport list. We will be flying from Greater Rockford, Mellor Airport, here on the Greater Rockford Island. It is this airport. So we will depart, come over here, and land. From here, we will then make a pretty short journey, come out, and head down here. This is a still decently big airport, but after that, we're going to take a very short flight, come up over, land right here. This is going to be one of our more challenging airports, as it is one of the smallest. And then, if we can make that, even if we can't, I will still try. We will then come all the way up here, try landing at Lukla. You don't know what Lukla is, it's one of the hardest airports in the world to land at. So, yes. Let's get started. So we're here in Air Force One. Clear for V1. And we're up. These will be some of the hardest landings and takeoffs I've ever done. And then in between each one, I will, depending on what I can do, I might speed it up. You might only see me do a make my final turn into this first airport, we will be landing soon. This is not a very hard airport, as this airport, I believe, has at least a 1,000 to 2,000 foot runway. I'm not fully sure on the specifications, but for a Boeing 747, it should be able to do it easily, I think. Don't want to stall. And get flaps pulled down. This should help us not stall. A little bit high, but a very smart aviator told me that it's better to be high on approach than low. You'd rather be on. You'd rather have to, yeah. thing is about being lower is you have a greater risk of hitting stuff that are before the runway. In this case, it doesn't really matter because,
50,
well, yeah.
40, 30, 20, 10.
And there we go. Touchdown. So that was our first landing. I mean, it wasn't a hard one. I don't expect it to be. So what we're going to do is, because we're hitting these back to back to back, I'm just going to turn around, go back to the front of the runway. So then, like, you can see different stuff when we take off. Because do keep in mind, like, half these airports I've never been to. I don't know the terrain of these very well. I think out of them, Greater Rockford and, like, Lukla are the only two. Lukla, I'm not sure if I'm going to make that one. We'll see. What we'll do, at least with this one, I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to get as close as I need to on the other ones for takeoff, because, yeah. The more worrying part is on different runways, you have on the other runways, you're going to get shorter and shorter. The shorter you get, the more likely you won't be able to depart. I think I'm more worried about departing than arriving. Because this is one of the biggest planes in the game. Alright, we're going to see the gear view this time for this landing. Not all of them for the landing and takeoff, we'll do that. Mostly because on some of them, I need as much view as I can. Yeah. And then we are going to head towards, we got V1. We're going to head to an island. I couldn't tell you what the name is, but it's that one over there. We actually have 2 runways we're landing at there. Apparently, this runway has some of the shorter ones. I mean, the thing is, right, for this one, like, yeah, I mean, like, if I went to this one right here, that is not very hard, because you're going off a cliff, so you have that cliff to gain your speed. Like, on most of these, there is no cliff. It's grass. And the goal is to preferably get off the ground without hitting grass. Alright, so we are heading towards it. I'm going to probably speed you guys up, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, here we go. So, that is our next airport. I want to say, so this one should be at least a little bit smaller, but should not be hard quite yet. For some people, definitely can be a challenge. For me, I do not believe it should be a challenge. But I have never been to this airport in this game. I am not familiar with it. But I'm going to use the same chapters that I use for every other landing. I will probably get through this. So the Pappies are not specifically happy right now, but that's fine. And then probably at the next airport, I might get, I might get more fuel, because then the haul to the final airport is a little bit long. It's probably 5 to 10 minutes. I don't mean, you know, then also, the good part about not having an airport is, if I believe this correctly, it should have, yeah. And for the next airport, I will probably,
1,000.
the weather, I hear over there is very bad. I mean, horrible weather. Like thunderstorms and
500.
wind, so much wind.
400. 300. 200.
Here we come.
100.
Pretty good landing. Who would join me?
50. 40. 30. 20.
Probably
10.
one of you guys. A little bit hard, but aside from that, it's fine. Now, see here? This is a pretty short one-way. I should be able to make it with pretty ease. Yeah. I'll probably have to back up a little bit, but yeah. You have to keep in mind that this is a... no, I think that. Good luck finding these airports and these names. Oh, that is our airport. This is still like a... Oh, no way. Why does that say taxiway? Like big lettering. According to this is a 3,400-foot runway. I mean, that's pretty long for this. I guess the next couple will be interesting because if I'm right, then all my subscribers I think is like, oh yeah. If I'm right, then that would mean that the next runway is gonna be a lot harder because if I'm correct, it's only like 1,000 feet. And then last one's, it's the shortest. I probably won't make. I honestly, if I land there in this big thing, I'll be shocked. My question is why is it giant lettering saying taxi on here? I mean, I know it's a taxiway, and who is this person walking on my landing gear? On my flap, man, whatever. I don't know. I probably should not set this over to allow anybody in. It's fine. No, they don't get fighter jets or something and come bug me for this. Alright, so here we are on runway 17. We're gonna make a very short, flight. I mean, this is gonna be one of the shortest flights. Alright, here we go. I expect this one to go pretty well. Okay, picking up speed. We're picking up speed. 150. V1. Wow. I think a bunch of you guys are joining me. They're seeing I'm online, and they're hoping I'm live streaming probably. But if you guys are wondering about that, I have sadly been restricted for live streaming, and most likely won't be able to live stream for like 2 years. Because it's an age thing, and there's no way to get around it easily, so in like October next year, I should be able to start live streaming again. Cut. Alright. So, like I said, the weather over here is pretty bad. So, there's the runway where we're landing. That's pretty small. I mean, I should be able to get it. I'm gonna start slowing down. This is gonna be the hardest one. This is gonna be pretty hard. Not as hard as the final, because the final is the hardest. and I get multiple attempts. So if this one, like, if I come in way too fast and botch it, I do get it, like, a 2 more chance at the fix to land. But then also you guys probably won't see that clip. I mean, I'm gonna try to do good editing. This video will get edited as soon as I'm done recording it. Alright. Here we go. This runway probably is 1,500 feet. Pretty short. And you can probably guess this airport was not built for this at all. And this will give me an idea of if I can land at the next airport. The second I touch down,
40,
reverse thrust
30,
is at full.
20,
And this is the problem. This runway is so small. Like, this plane barely fits on here. It looks like I'm barely gonna make it. Yeah, look at this. I think I'm more worried about taking off because usually takeoff needs bigger, and you're not coming from certain speed to like, yeah. You're starting at 0 and you're going straight up, so. Alright, so we're gonna taxi back down to the end, and we're gonna depart. And it looks like you guys are gonna join me for this. You know. But honestly, guys, I probably don't have the heart to ban you or kick you. You know, I can now. I decided to get a server, but yeah. So this is the second to last airport. And I'm gonna put the wheels far back. I'm just gonna leave the flaps at full because logic would tell me that flaps should help me get off the air, but I don't know. Alright. This is gonna be a good hard one. Second I get enough speed, I am pulling up. So let's see. So I'm just gonna put my mouse all the way up so the second it gets enough speed, it pulls up. And let's see, come on. I might go in the grass a little bit here, but that's, oh wow. Honestly, aside from the little bit of grass I got there, it's fine. Alright, and then I gotta check my list, because I made an entire list for this game. For this specific thing. So it looks like we're heading to Perth. We're heading to Lukla at Perth. Good luck. The weather there, well, Perth, very far away. It has, specifically where I'm going, has some very bad weather. Yeah. Alright, guys. See you in a couple seconds for you. See you at Perth. Lukla International Airport. Here we go. Alright guys, we're inbound on Lukla. This is the hardest airport in the game to land at. Well, actually, it's the hardest to land at, I would say, in a 747. The nice thing about Lukla is you come up on like an incline, so I have a better chance of landing here, mostly because it has an incline going up. So I'm going to land on the up, and I'm going to put as much as I can into keeping it. And the weather over here is not very good. Got thunders and fog and all that. But I'm still going to go for it because weather ain't going to stop me. Sorry, this is the first video I made, on here. Alright, I'm gonna see. I'm hoping I don't have to do a go around because I kind of botching this landing, but Yeah. I still have some feel. I think the harder part's going to be departing this airstrip. But nice thing is it's a mountain. Hopefully we won't be like that thing at the end of the runway. They didn't make it out. So right now my aircraft is barely at stall. It's like, if I put reverse thrust rail on, it will stall. But that's what we want, because the plane needs to touch down as fast as it can. Because we have, this is a pretty hard runway. And I also need to avoid hitting that, the mountainside.
500, 300, 200,
And stall.
110.
Here you go. And we're down. Whew! There was no way. First try coming to a stop. I mean, that could be because the weather is with wind and stuff. Yeah. The more interesting part would be, yeah, you can tell that this isn't made for this because I'm literally in, yeah, pretty bad. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to turn around properly in this. Because, I mean, this airport was not built for this Air Force One 747. Yep, I'm in. I want to turn around because I want to attempt to take off, too. You know, I mean, wow. The game is broken. Sorry guys, you might not be getting your, that takeoff. Man. Oh, okay. Yeah, the game is pretty well screwed up right now. I guess I'll just kind of do another landing and then see if I can turn it around now. It's right now pretty screwed up. Yeah, this is like, I can only think of one other hard runway in this entire map, and it's in like, it's over by Tokyo International. And that one, I don't even want to try because it's so bad. Oh, I'm gonna stall. I'm trying to get you a good view. That's kind of funny though. Just stall me out. It's cool to see that you guys are joining me though. I got at least one other one who is joining. It's nice to see that even though I can't live stream anymore, at least not on YouTube. We're not going to get into that because I don't know what would happen if I were talking about other platforms on here. I don't think I want to. In the future though, you could maybe check other platforms where I can stream. I might make another account on something else. We're not going to talk about what else. But it's something that starts with a T. Now, you guys can probably guess what that is. So that's right, this is as far back as I can get this. Oh! Yeah, so this is the farthest back I'm going to get the plane. Let's see if I can take off. I'm going to set the flaps to match so I get the most lift. Alright, let's go. The thing is, oh, okay. I will just fall off of a ravine. I'm gonna get just about enough speed. Yeah, look at that. Just enough speed to get off the runway. You know what? I'm gonna do one bonus. I'm gonna go try the one in Tokyo. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it though. Cause that one, I mean, if you're wondering which one I'm talking about this little guy. And I want to say the runway's like a couple 100 feet. If I can land this here, I'll be shocked. Because the other thing is, if the runway is on a cliff, or if I don't land, this is going in the water. We go in the water, I'm going to let things you guys can watch, and then I am going to end this video. Because, I mean, of course, I'm doing this video pretty late in the day. Because I just decided today I'm going to be showing YouTube videos more often. until I can't. Because, man, I feel like if I don't do something for you guys, you're gonna probably unsubscribe, and I really appreciate everybody, like everybody who's watched me. So, yeah. But when I'm back, when we come back, we will be at the final boss. And I hear the weather over there is pretty nice, so I'll see you in just a couple seconds. Alright guys, there is our airport, right there. I honestly won't lie to you guys, this plane probably will not land there. I mean, last time I tried, the only thing is I think I was using a plane that I honestly probably didn't use everything I didn't have everything set up right for this. Yeah, the weather is pretty nice now. Yeah. Shout out to everybody who's who's playing with me. I mean, it's crazy you guys are like a couple of you guys join, like, who are playing with me right now are getting, one of you guys know exactly what the video is going to be about. You get early access. Yeah. Alright. So here we come inbound. I'm going to put my gear down. Flaps go full, and the engine, I'm going to put the engine at the lowest power I possibly can without stalling it. So, we're on final. Or we're on a alright. Sorry. So, there we are. That's where we're on. We're at like 124 knots. I probably can push it down a little bit slower. Nope, not that slow. I'm not too worried. I'm gonna set to 50%. And the second that we touch down, reverse thrust is at full. And then it's waiting to see if I can make it without going into the ocean. Most likely not. And then, if I go in the ocean, I'm not going to try again, because honestly, I can't get it the first time unless if I land, like, really late. I won't get it. Alright, here we go. Well, I'm final. Let's see. Hoping I can get a wee bit lower. Yeah. That's about where the engine cuts off with full flaps. So yeah. One short final. Here we go. The other thing is we might, if I hit the watch, I'm going to just go out and do a go around. Alright, here we go. We're pushing full reverse thrust. Alright, we're down. I don't think we'll make it. Oh. Okay. I made it, and we're still on the concrete. I'm gonna be honest though, getting out of this will probably be impossible. I can try though. I'm gonna go down here because the other way is easier probably for departure. I don't expect to make it. Alright, this will be the last takeoff I do. And my game is... This is the problem with PTFS, is stuff like this where it's like, it just randomly does stuff like that. It's stupid, but yeah. But it doesn't help. The only problem with taking off from this way is I'm dealing with rocks and stuff. I'm gonna have to like back up and try to just get perfect. I mean, I have a good chance. I think the chances of actually getting out of this is like 1 to like I don't. It's very little. That's about as far back as I can go. I'm gonna push reflex and let's see what's happened. Here we go. The more bigger question is, can I make it out without it hitting the water? And I'm not gonna make it out of this. I'm gonna hit 100 knots and have to go in the air. Oh wow, oh wow, okay. But we're at landing speed, and realistically, I don't think I could have made it out of that one way. But you know what, we did. Alright. That is where we're gonna end the video for today. I hope you guys all liked this content. If you enjoyed this content, subscribe. I will most likely keep doing more stuff like this. Have a great day, and goodbye.